Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having an absolutely brilliant, beautiful, fabulous day. Let's go ahead and continue on with all ModCons, the jam. We're going to move on to the next two tracks here on the album. It's Too Bad and Fly. Those are the next two that we're going to listen to. And when I see Fly, I don't think of the little annoying things that are buzzing around. I think of that one episode of Breaking Bad that everyone was kind of 50-50 on, very divided. I thought that it was a really good episode, nice build of tension, a nice kind of isolated breakaway episode before kind of getting back into the main storyline. But that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother time, and not here, not now. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about It's Too Bad, or we'll listen to the track and then talk about it. And we'll go from there. Well, let's go.
Talk about it. I always end up shouting about it. There was a time when we could overcome it, but it's too late to say we just forget it. It's too bad that we had to break up, and to myself for us to ever make up. I could get by if I could just forget you, but things remind me and I feel so sad now.
Lovely guitar. Just develops it.
Same old feeling every time I see you, and every avenue I walk on behind you. Your back is turned and your eyes are closed, girl. You're moving circles that are out of my reach now. I could say I'm sorry, but it's not the point, is it? You want to play your games and
I like this
you
break.
don't mind if I get high. For us to ever make up, I could get by if I could just forget you. Things remind me and I feel so sad now. All we seem to do is talk about it. Always end up shouting about it. All we seem to do is talk about it. We always end up shouting about it.
Okay, a few quick notes before on that track before we move on to the next one. First of all, I love how melodic and bright Weller's guitar is, especially in that break where the drums and the music opens up a little bit. Because especially there, you hear the guitar, like I said, playing a little more brightly, a little more open. And then Foxton's bass, just, the best way I can describe it is, just warmly hugs and envelops that guitar. And it's just such a solid moment within the track that's already really great unto itself, but it's just one of those little moments that kind of sounds so nice outside of that. I kind of skipped it, but it was right there. Right here. See how bright Weller's playing is there, but then the bass just like wraps itself so nicely around it. Some of the singing, some of the harmonies, and even some of the guitar lines actually reminded me a little bit of the Beach Boys. I don't know if that's just me, if anyone else hears that a little bit, but there's something a little surfery, a little West Coast Beach Boys-ish about this. Not that that's a bad quality. As a matter of fact, that's a wonderful quality. But just simply put, this is just a nice, classy song. like, what else do you want out of it? It's fun, grooving, hits all the right points. Let's get into these lyrics, though. All we seem to do is talk about it. We always end up shouting about it. There was a time when we could overcome it, but it's too late to say we'll just forget it. mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's too bad we had to break up and too much said for us to ever make up. They got it all out of them before they broke up, and they can't get back together now. I could get by if I could just forget you, but things remind me and I feel so sad now. We're apart, but there's those little things that remind me of you and you of me, and it's like we have this, this desire perhaps to be with each other, but we know that if we were to actually be with you, it's just not going to work. Same old feeling every time I see you, and every avenue I walk on behind you, your back is turned, your eyes are closed, girl. You move in circles that are out of my reach now. It's so awkward when you break up with someone and then you've already kind of, you have the same routines or similar routines. You walk down the same streets, you go to the same restaurants because that's just where you guys go to win together. And then you go to that same restaurant, the person's there. You go to the store shopping, the person's there. You're walking down the avenue, the person there. It is awkward situations. I could say I'm sorry, but it's not the point, is it? You want to play your games and you don't mind if I get high. Because he needs some sort of escape. He needs to fly far, far away to get away from this person. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and transition into the next. I almost said translate, but that's not the right word. Let's go ahead and transition into the next track, which is going to be Fly. Let's go. Hold on. There you go.
The sunlight flits across your skirt, makes me feel I'm from another world. To touch your face in the morning light, I hope you're always gonna be around. The times I struggle to understand why the ancient proverbs like who am I? Why am I here and what have I done? I see the answers, place my trust in you. Trust in you, love, be with me there. That's when I want you, that's when I need you the most. I want us to be like Peter Pan, but dreams it seems are weightless as sand. And man supposedly is made of sand. It seems that man cannot survive at all. Let's disappear, love, let's fly away.
Really interesting when that comes in.
Into the twilight zone. Times inside I spend screaming at you. Release me please from this mortal jail. One struggle smile can determine my fate. I'm lost for days and have myself to blame.
I love how we start off with the acoustic guitar and it plays this very specific pattern. Not exactly like that, but it has a very specific pattern, and then Weller builds upon that vocally before the rest of the band comes in. Really interesting transition as the rest of the band comes in and we get into that main groove, because there's a little bit of a pause, and then it's like not awkward in a negative connotation, but there's like a little bit of an awkward kind of start to the ignition. As soon as everything comes, let me see if I can find it really quick. It's like right. It's coming. It's coming. It's like right around here. It just comes in on an interesting beat that at first really took me off guard. But it's like the rhythm is first of all, and then it's like it reverses. I don't know. I'm thinking too deeply about it. I think I'm thinking way too deeply about it. Regardless, this song, I think lyrically, I have to look at it, but it feels hopeful. It feels bright-eyed, looking up towards the sky, looking towards something brighter, and it just feels hopeful. It feels positive. And you really feel that, especially with the guitar playing, but just with the expression that while they're singing as well. Especially here where everything's kind of swirling together in this beautiful little maelstrom. This little jam is really nice as well, very tight. Brought down with that bass. I was trying to find the other moment. Hold on. That's not what I'm looking for. I had it before, the part where it softens here. Is it? It's the part where it softens, we have the drums and everything quieter. That's too loud. That's not what I want. This. This is what I'm trying to find. I love the atmosphere they build there. You can really hear the picking of the strings. Of course, like I said, the side stick, the little snappiness of the drums, and still everything enveloped by the same warmth of the bass. It just feels really good. But that moment specifically, I was trying to find it, feels really, really nice. The way that sunlight flits across your skirt makes me feel I'm from another world. To touch your face in the morning light, I hope you're always going to be around. The times I struggle to understand why the ancient proverbs is like, who am I? Why am I here and what have I done? I see the answers. Place my trust in you. Trust in you, my love, be with me then. That's when I want you. That's when I need you the most. When he's questioning, when he's not quite sure of how he fits in the world, when he questions who is he, his future, when he has those deep philosophical thoughts, he says that's when he needs this person most. So like I said, it does have that kind of hopeful vibe to it, that kind of I need you vibe. Definitely different from the previous track. I want us to be like Peter Pan, but dreams, it seems, are weightless as sand. And man supposedly is made of sand. It seems that man cannot survive at all. Let's disappear, love. Let's fly away into the demi-monde, into the twilight zone. The times inside I spent screaming at you, release me please from this mortal jail. One shrug or smile can determine my fate. I'm lost for days and have myself to blame. Something I'm giving is yours for the taking. Something like sunlight. Love is a spotlight. Love is all sorrow. Still, I'll meet you tomorrow and look forward to see you. Now I can't live without you. It's a beautiful love song with a little bit more metaphorical depth than perhaps a typical love song, and I think it's all the better, all the more honest for it. Especially because there's also self-evaluation within it, and within that self-evaluation, realizing that he needs this other person alongside with his self. Anyways, two nice tracks. Let me know what you guys thought of them. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you for being here, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.